Hello.
Hello.
How are you? It's been a while. First of all, it's okay to put this on YouTube, on Facebook, use it for courses, for educational purposes, my site.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, great. So how have you been?
Ooh, up and up, down.
And all
Had an
around?
experience of I went to a supermarket unplanned, and I didn't have the kids that day. You know, they've been ill for a couple of weeks. So, and this supermarket was in the same place as same place where Angie lives, same town.
Mm-hmm.
And well, part of me thought she could be here. You know, she might be here. It's a local. You know, I said to my friend, hope I don't see Angie here. But yeah, while I was shopping, surprisingly, you know, I noticed her like 20 yards away,
Mm-hmm.
and she was coming towards me. And when she noticed me, like, you know, I looked at her, she looked at me, and we looked at each other, and then I just walked away, like, felt like I was running away, but I just walked away.
Mm-hmm.
And I just come up with a bit of, yeah, it's probably normal, but yeah, sadness come up, grief, sadness came. But then I think I distracted myself with shopping and see but I think that's sadness and seeing her like that. It didn't help that a friend of mine who I shared it with on the phone, when I told her I seen her in Morrison's, he turned out, he responded with, oh, it's a good job she's not with another man. I thought, flipping thanks for that. I thought,
Some people are full of tact, aren't they?
yeah, I thought that helps, doesn't it? So I'm not blaming this incident, but I don't know. I have been sort of off key in the sense, not normally on it, as in I have acted out, like acting out with the porn and masturbation. Not obsessive compulsively, like, you know, well, every other day, a couple of times. I sort of stopped my even praying. I don't know, I've stopped praying even. I've not done that for a while. And this has been quite a long while for me not to pray.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But yeah.
Okay. You want to work on that?
Yeah.
Put yourself in that place.
Where?
Well, you just saw her, and your friend said, good thing she's not with another guy, and you've regressed back to your old ways.
Right. Okay.
Okay, and notice where you feel it.
Feeling my chest, my shoulders, my face, my heart area.
How do you know you feel it there? How do you know?
Pardon?
How do you know you feel it there?
How do I know? I don't know. Sensations.
What sensations?
It's like a bit of tense, so I just feel movement in that area.
Okay, where do you put your past?
Where do I?
Keep your past.
I don't know.
Well, call up a memory from when you were 5 years old.
Yeah.
Where'd it come from? Your left, your right?
From my left.
Okay. Push all this feeling that you have, the sensations in your chest, in your shoulders, in your face, in your heart. Push them to the left. Good. And now go to your good place.
Pardon?
Go to your good place. A place where you feel totally, completely, utterly safe, secure, and loved. Good. And as you go there, notice how you start to feel it in a certain part of your body. Go ahead and point to that place. Okay, notice there's a color attached to it. What's the color?
Green.
Take that green, breathe it in, and as you breathe it in, notice how it permeates throughout your whole entire body. And as it permeates throughout your whole entire body, notice how it pushes out anything less than positive. And as it pushes out that less than positive, notice how that less than positive comes out with your breath. And keep breathing in and out and in and out until all the air coming out is just as green as the air coming in. Okay, and notice that green inside of you has a spin to it. And notice how it starts to spin faster and faster, stronger and stronger with every breath you take and every beat of your heart, until it gets so big it starts to overflow out from the top of your head in sort of a fountain-like structure, a force field if you wish. And when you have that green force field in place, just put out your hands and touch it to make sure that it's there. Got it? Perfect. And now I want you to go back to that place when you're back to your old ways, that place of sadness and grief. And take a look at that control board in front of you. Notice all the dials and switches. Find the dial that says self-worth or self-esteem on it. Notice how on one end of the self-esteem, you have down in the dumps, lower than the ground. On the other side of this style, whatever scale you choose to have it, it's king of the mountain, top of the world. And for simplicity's sake, we're going to say it goes from 0 to 10, where 0 is down in the dumps, 10 is up in the mountain, king of the mountain, top of the world. Where does your self-worth lie when you think about those things? Think about seeing Angie, and she's over there, and maybe someday she's going to be with another guy, and you'll bump into her then too.
Zero.
Okay, reach out your hand and touch it. Notice where you feel it inside as you touch it. Good, point to it, and turn up the dial. Notice the shifts and changes that occur inside as you turn it up.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Feel something around here.
Good feeling?
It's tense, tight.
Start tapping. This tense feeling.
This tense feeling.
This tight feeling.
This tight feeling.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it represents.
Whatever it represents.
All the sensations.
All the sensations.
All the colors.
All the colors.
All the images.
All the images.
All the feelings.
All the feelings.
All the memories.
All the memories.
All the programs.
All the programs.
All the attachments.
All the attachments.
All the conflicts.
All the conflicts.
All the lack of love.
All the lack of love.
All the lack of recognition.
All the lack of recognition.
Just let it go.
Just let it go.
Safe to let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
It's time to let it go.
It's time for letting it go.
Whether they come from past lives,
Whether it comes from past life,
present lives,
present life,
future lives,
future lives,
or parallel lives.
parallel lives.
I release them.
I release them.
I delete them.
I delete them.
I eliminate them.
I eliminate them.
And I let them go.
And I let them go.
And any secondary gains
And any secondary gains
that I might have gotten from it,
that I might have gotten from it,
I reframe it
I reframe it
to get the gains
to get the gains
in a way that serves my full well-being,
in a way that serves my full well-being,
my health,
my health,
my wealth,
my wealth,
and my abundance.
my abundance.
And I replace all those old memories,
And I press all those old memories,
all those old emotions,
all those old emotions,
all those old proofs
old truths
that no longer serve me,
that no longer serve me,
with other memories,
and other memories,
other proofs,
other proofs,
other programs,
other programs,
ones that support
ones that support
a feeling of full well-being,
feeling full well-being,
of abundance in every area of my life,
abundance in every area of my life,
in wealth,
in wealth,
in health,
in health,
and in love.
and in love.
Let everything else go.
Everything else go.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist, breathe in, blow out. Peace. Touch your force field, that green force field, a place of safety and security, and say peace. Okay. What happened inside? What's changed?
A sense of warmth.
Good. Go back to your dial. Notice where it is.
That 8.
Raise it. Notice the shifts and changes that occur inside as you do.
It's gone.
Where do you feel the stuckness?
There's no stiffness.
Is it a 10 now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now try to move it back down. See what happens instead.
Flipping it. Oh, it's just weird, this, innit?
Can you move it down? Stuck at a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to go back to that place. You're in the supermarket, that city where Angie lives, and you see her over there. What do you see happening there now?
What the hell do you do? She's smiling, I'm smiling. And we say hi, how you doing? How's kids?
Better place, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do you still see yourself going to the porn and the masturbation? Do you see yourself praying?
Yeah.
Okay. This is your job. When you go to those places where you start feeling the grief and the sadness, go to your self-worth dial. Notice where it is. Raise it. Okay? If you can't remember how to do the tapping, play the color game. That's an easy one. Just think what color it is now, what color you want it to be. Breathe in the color you want it to be till that's the only color there. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's think of another situation that would put you into one of those setbacks. Can you think of another one?
What, with Angela or someone else?
It doesn't make a difference anywhere. I want you to do it on your own.
Well, I did write one down. The pain of friendship sometimes hurts, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, do you have a specific example?
Yeah, yeah. My friend, he was like going to be my best man at my wedding, and he went on a holiday. He didn't come to my wedding.
What's the feeling? What's the emotion?
Emotion is anger, sad, and fear. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the first step to do?
Locate it.
Right?
Locate the feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Shoulders. They get tense.
Okay, what's the next step?
I feel it in my neck as well. Give it a colour.
Mm-hmm.
The feeling's a colour. Breathe it in.
Wait. Why would you want to breathe in the bad feeling? Think logically.
Sorry, yeah. Push those feelings to one side.
Right.
The anger, the sadness, the fear.
Now you don't have to do the second step anymore. You have your green force field up.
Right.
You can just reuse that. Every time you reuse it, you're strengthening it.
So do I go back to the good place?
Just feel it. Make sure
Just
it's
feel
there.
it.
Just feel it. Okay, you have it already. I built it for you to make sure it was there. But now that you have it, reuse it. Just keep reusing it. Okay, and what's the next step?
Breathe it in.
We've already done that part. Remember, you already have the force field up. Don't need to breathe that. You don't need that. That whole step is you no longer need to do. So long as you keep the force field there, that green force field, you have it.
Reach out to the dial.
Right?
It's at 0 when I think of that friend.
Mm-hmm.
I try raising it up. Stuck at 8.
Okay, now what?
Do some tapping.
Okay, so go ahead.
I'm okay. I'm angry, sad and fear with Buddha. It's okay to feel anger and sadness. It's okay to feel anger and sadness. It's okay to feel fear of being alone.
Let me ask you a question. Did you take this from EFT?
EFT?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that's what you're doing.
I'm doing faster EFT.
Right.
Okay. You can do the EFT. It just takes a little bit longer.
Right.
If you want to do the faster EFT,
Yeah.
just say, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go.
Right, okay.
Skip the it's okay to feel this, it's okay to feel this, it's okay to feel this. I choose to let it go, I choose to let it go. Just say, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
You can even say quack, 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 quack.
Quack, quack. Meow. Quack, quack, quack. Let it go. Let it go. It's okay to let it go. It's okay to let it go. Yeah.
Okay, what next?
Raise the dial.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to 10.
Good. What next?
Trying to turn it down. No.
Okay. Then what?
Think about that person again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some good memories came up, with this friend of mine.
Good.
Yeah. Some sad memories, but other times we were good. We were good. Good sad memories.
Whenever you have a breakup with a friend, it's okay to go through a short grieving period. But it's important to keep the good things and let go of the rest, so that when you make your new friends, you're only going to bring in those good things to the new relationship.
I mean, we've not broken up,
All right,
but I think
well,
subconsciously I've held on to this resentment, and yeah, I have.
and have you let it go now?
He came up with, well, he did ring me on the day of my wedding. So he did think of me. And if someone offered me the opportunity, because this holiday was given to him for free by another friend, paid for his family,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't have much choice on the day, on what date it was.
Mm-hmm.
So he took the opportunity. Probably would have done the same.
Okay, so you let it go.
Yeah.
Pretty easy, huh?
Mhm. It's been a long time holding it.
Yep, for no reason. Okay, what I
Yeah.
want to suggest to you is that every night before you go to sleep, think about the day, look at your self-worth dial. If it's not at a 10, turn it up. If it gets stuck, do what you need to do till it's a 10. Okay?
Yeah.
In the morning, test it again just to make sure, because you want to start out the day at a 10. When you start out the day at a 10, everything else is going to flow much better, much easier, much happier, much more abundance, much more love,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
right? Okay, I want you to go into the future now. Maybe a year from now, who knows? And you go to that same supermarket, only this time you see Angie with another guy. What do you see yourself doing?
Going towards them, saying hi, and shaking the guy's hand,
Good.
giving them like a congratulation.
Because that guy might be the one who your daughters are in contact with.
Yeah.
And you hope that he's nice, right?
Yeah, of course.
I joke about it with my ex, not with my ex, about my ex, because he's remarried and I've met his wife, and his wife happens to be a very sweet woman. And I always say, well, one thing I have to say for him, he has good taste in women. But for everything in your life, if you start the day with a self-worth of a 10, everything else will flow much better. So if something happened during the day, for instance, what happened when you saw her and you sort of ran off, and then your friend made that wonderfully tactful sentence,
Yeah.
right? You had gone home right away and fixed your self-worth, or even just tapped it out. It doesn't really make a difference. The point is to get rid of the feeling in the heat of the moment. Okay, so if it's easier for you to just tap, just tap. If it's easier for you to spin, spin. If it's easier for you to do the self-worth, do the self-worth. Just make sure that at the end of the day, it's gone. It's not there anymore. Because otherwise you carry it around and then you regress. You don't stop praying. You start going to porn. You start going to masturbation.
Yeah.
And those things just bring you further and further down because they don't make you feel good. They give you like a quick temporary fix that when you finish, the slump is much worse. Right?
Yeah.
So the point is to get rid of it at the moment. And you have the tools now to get rid of it at the moment. You know how to tap fine. You know how to play with the self-worth dial. You know how to play the color game. All those things are doing basically the same thing. They're changing what's going on inside of you, how you're holding it inside.
I mean, if you're in a public place like that, what would you do? What would you do?
I tap.
What, in public?
Yep, in public. I don't care. I also go to the park every day and I take off my shoes and I walk barefoot all the way across the park on the grass. It's really good for grounding yourself, connecting yourself to the earth. And people give me looks. That's okay. They can give me looks. I'm waiting for someone to join me. Hasn't happened yet.
Well, it's too cold to do that here.
All right, here it's not. But I tap when I'm driving. I tap when I'm walking. Things,
So it doesn't really matter what you say.
Nope.
You don't even have to say anything.
That's correct.
Just tap. Just tap. Right.
That's correct. Okay, because what happened was you went into a trance, right? You saw Angie, you went into trance, you ran away.
Yeah, yeah.
The tapping breaks your trance.
Right, yes. I get that.
Right? And once the trance is broken, all right, so she's there. Big deal. Hi. It's all in your mind. All the rest of the stuff that's going on is all in your mind. None of it's real. Right?
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Okay, so it's now 5 years from now. And you walk in the supermarket, and I don't know where you're going to be. Maybe you will have found somebody, maybe you won't have found someone. That's up to you. But you see Angie over there, and your daughters, and her husband, and her 2 new kids. What do you see happening?
Shake hands with the husband, give him a little squeeze, you know. Hi to Angela, and you know, my kids come running to me.
Good.
You know, acknowledge the two little boys. I don't know why I saw boys. Two little boys.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And I've got my partner.
Good. Excellent. Excellent. That's where you want to be. Okay, was there any difficulty seeing that picture, or did it come right to you?
Pardon?
Was there any difficulty seeing that picture, or did it come right to you?
Quite simple, yeah. Come right to me, yeah.
Good. All right, so these are the tools that you were lacking that caused you to go to drugs, caused you to go to porn, caused you to go to masturbation. You have the tools now. Use them. That's what gives you the emotional intelligence and puts you in a different place, a better place, a place where you're in control of your life. Not necessarily in terms of what happens, but in terms of how you react to it.
Yeah.
All right, so you have 3 tools: tapping, self-worth dial, and the color game. Self-worth dial is a combination of it all. The self-worth dial I might leave to the, just to the evening before you go to sleep and when you wake up, because it's a little bit lengthier. The tapping and the color game you can play on the spot in the heat of the moment. You identify the emotion. What's the color? What color do I want it to be? Breathe it in. Or tap, whichever one. Okay, if you feel embarrassed about the tapping, the color game might be better because you don't have to do anything. You're doing it all in your mind. As I said, I have no problem tapping. I do it all the time. My kids already know. They're like, "What's going on, Mom? You're tapping."
I did it once in a meeting. Nobody said anything. But in another meeting, because he's actually learning EFT as well as a trainer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's another Jewish brother, and he said, "Oh, you're tapping." I said, "Oh, yeah, I am." Yeah.
He said, "Good on you," right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was excited to see somebody else doing it as well.
Okay, the fast EFT tapping works just as well as the EFT tapping. EFT tapping, for me, takes a bit longer. People who are trained in EFT prefer doing it.
Don't forget, if you like this video, leave a like down below, subscribe to my channel, or subscribe to my newsletter. The address is right down below over there. Have a great week.